Hey guys, I'm coming to you from Waterloo, just outside of Sydney. I am at the very end of my study abroad program here in Australia. I'm super sad to be going home, but I've had an amazing experience so far. The living accommodations are actually really nice. We're staying at the Meriton, which is a full-service apartment in Waterloo, just outside of Sydney. Basically, you live with either one roommate from the CAPA program or two other roommates, so it's either a two-person room or a four-person room. And it includes a full gym, it has a pool, and you're right down the street from a grocery store. So basically, you have everything you need in this whole little area. The education program has a lot of different class options, so basically you can take anything from marketing to literature to cinema. Your teachers are Australian. They come from the CAPA program, and you study at ACU, which is the Australian Catholic University, which is in North Sydney. Basically, you meet for 3.5 hours each week, and that's just one class, but you only have to meet once a week, which is pretty nice. So CAPA places you at a different internship based on what you're studying. I was placed at Havas Worldwide, which is a global advertising agency. My job is in the account management section, so I worked on clients such as Virgin Mobile, Peugeot, Citron, Endeavor Energy, and Food Bank. Basically, everything I did was what an account manager would do. It was an amazing experience. I met people from all over the globe. There's people that were French, Irish, all different cultures in the office, so it was really cool to make connections with people from all over the globe, as well as making connections with Havas, because Havas is in New York in the States, so I might be able to make a connection through that and eventually get a job. CAPA sets up a couple different activities as a group. One of the activities is going to the Blue Mountains. It's a really cool experience. It's a couple hours away, but it's really fun. You get to experience the outdoors in Australia. We also do Walkabout Park together as a CAPA group, which is where you get to see koalas and kangaroos and do all that stuff. Other than that, you can do excursions on your own. I know I did a surf trip for a surf weekend at 7 Mile Beach. Again, it's a couple hours south of Sydney, but it was one of the most fun weekends I've had here. Other people will travel to the Great Barrier Reef and do stuff like that. So you can do a whole bunch of different activities while you're studying abroad. You have plenty of time to travel around because classes are only offered from Monday through Thursday, so everybody has Friday off unless you're interning on Friday. So you can have a long weekend to go travel if you want to go up to Cairns and do the Great Barrier Reef. If you want to go to New Zealand for a weekend, which is something that I did. You have plenty of time to travel around. Also, in the middle of your semester, there's a spring break, so you have a whole week to travel then. So there's definitely plenty of opportunities to explore, Australia or New Zealand or Bali or anywhere around this area. Typically, you get around just through public transportation, so you're using the bus system, you're using the train. For me personally, my job was right by where we studied, so basically it was a 40-minute travel through bus and through train. It's really not that far of a distance, but just because all the stops the train and the bus makes, that's how you get around. Otherwise, if you're flying within the country, you can find pretty cheap airline tickets. If you want to go to Melbourne for a weekend, it's pretty easy to find cheap airline tickets. So a lot of public transportation is how you get around. The two things of advice that I have is definitely to budget. Make sure you come to Australia with plenty of money so that you have money while you're here and you can do the cool excursions that you want to do. And the other is just to try everything. I know the first week we had emu pizza and we had kangaroo pizza, and I really wasn't into trying that kind of stuff, but I was really glad that I did, and I was glad that I kind of stepped outside of my comfort zone while I was here.